in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. It's the host nation looking to take a stranglehold of the top of Group C here in qualifying. Temperatures have risen throughout the day, now up to 86 degrees. Windy as well, chance of rain here as we move into the later afternoon. And this game goes further along. Happy to be with you from Estadio Olimpico. Joe Malfa with you for the action. Take a look now at the standings. Guyana for the time being top of the group with 6 points after beating Dominica earlier this afternoon. Dominican Republic need to win and do so by 2 goals or more in order to set up on the last day of group play 2 days from now, a situation in which they would need just a draw to get through as the group winners. So Guyana sit back, wait, hope that Suriname can pull off the upset. Dominican Republic looks to take care of business once again here after a 15-0 showing in the opener against Dominica. Angelina Vargas led the way with 6 goals in that matchup for Dominican Republic. We will see her once again in the starting 11. We'll get to the rest of the starters, national anthems, and kickoff in just a few moments from Estadio Olimpico. Felix Sanchez before the action between Suriname and Dominican Republic.
Damas y caballeros, demos la bienvenida a Surinam y República Dominicana para el partido de esta noche del clasificatorio femenino sub-20 de Concacaf. Damas y caballeros, por favor, ponerse de pie para escuchar el himno nacional de Surinam. himno nacional de República Dominicana.
After the anthems, ready to meet the starting lineups for both Suriname and Dominican Republic ahead of their clash here on match day 2 of Group C in the 2023 Concacaf Women's Under-20 Championship Qualifiers. The tournament takes place later this year. Begins on May 24th, runs through June 3rd. Suriname will need to make something happen here after they lost their opener 6-0 against Guyana if they're going to have an opportunity to go through and have any chance at making noise in this group. They must win in order to mathematically stay alive into the final group day. Latifa Mondayo, the goalkeeper, is the captain. On her way out now for the coin toss, where we'll meet the referees as well. Felix Sanchez of Haiti is the referee in charge of this one. Stephanie Daly Singh and Denisha Isaacs are the 2 assistant referees. Astrid Gramajo is your 4th official. No VAR here in these qualifiers, so whatever those 4 ladies say goes here today. And now the starting 11 for Dominican Republic. Head coach Betsada Ubri runs out a lot of the same players that played in the opening 15-0 victory over Dominica. And the star piece here, Angelina Vargas, scored 6 goals in that opening game. She has now been passed for leading goal scorer in qualifying from a Guyanese striker earlier tonight. Johan Mars has 8 goals after 6 in the early game on this field today. So we'll see if Angelina Vargas can lead the Lions, tack on to her tally, and regain the lead here in qualifying in terms of goals scored. Dominican Republic in the white from left to right. Suriname in the red from right to left, and we're underway from Estadio Olímpico Felix Sanchez in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Joe Malfa with you for the action here in Group C. Task at hand is a rather simple one on paper for Dominican Republic, at least based on what we've seen so far in this group. They just need to win by 2 goals or more in order to ensure that 2 days from now, when they meet Guyana, all they'll need is a draw in order to win the group. And the advantage here of playing at home in front of the friends and family. Dominican Republic will also host this tournament when we get to the main draw of it at the end of May. Third time in a row they will be hosting this tournament, going back to the 2020 edition. They lost in a bit of an upset in the round of 16 last time around, falling 5-2 against El Salvador. And historically, Dominican Republic have not appeared too often in this tournament. They were in the group stage all the way back in 2004. They missed every edition from 2006 to 2018 until they hosted in 2020 and made the semifinal. Now down the right side, first real attack of the day here for the Dominican Republic at the back post. Over the head of Jasmine Jackson. Stella Tapia blocks it through for Jasmine Jackson. Overall, for Dominican Republic, 13 of their 15 goals are accounted for in the starting 11. Outside of Ubri, didn't really make any changes to the lineup except for 2, which saw Ariana Diaz go to the bench. That was the main change. She scored twice in the opening match. But among the players who started here tonight, Jasmine Jackson scored 1 goal. Jalen Vallecillo scored 3. Renata Mercedes scored 1. Isabella Ventura scored 1. Stella Tapia scored 1. And Angelina Vargas scored 6. Adames gave it away almost. It was blocked down by Mercedes. Otherwise, the opportunity might have been on for Samani Loafo. Quickly to the attack now for Vargas. Cuts it back. Angelina Vargas punched away by Medaijo. Latifa Medaijo stops the first shot she faces, and Vargas did well to set up the shot. From the corner, it's out for a goal kick. Vargas was a part of the team last year in the U20 championship, all the way at the beginning of March, end of February, that tournament was played. In the group stage, Dominican Republic finished in 3rd place to make it to the round of 16. Vargas scored a brace against Nicaragua. Once again leading this U20 side. Now the left wing for Samani Loafo. Working end line, gets past Brito. Transition Dominican Republic. Amaris Diaz was hoping to spring Angelina Vargas. Over the top for Amaris Diaz. She runs onto it. Diaz slows it down, has support, takes the shot. Realized that Vargas would have been offside. Janique Van Ziekum is out in space down the right wing for Suriname. Wanted some more support from Sarah Gallant. Paloma Pena in goal for Dominican Republic. Peña sends it long, and it's flicked on to Diaz. Vargas runs onto it, has support at the back post. Vargas takes it wide to the end line, gets it across, but over the head of our strike partner. Yelenis Brito was waiting at the back post. Ricochets through to Vargas. She flicks it on. Opportunity here for Jackson. Took it too wide, and it's kicked out of play. Imadajo. That last touch from Jasmine Jackson ended the danger. Another chance from the corner, floated toward the backside of the box, kept alive by Adames. His back across and headed just wide. Opportunity starting to mount now for Dominican Republic. Last one belonging to Jalen Vallecillo. Vargas gets it onto her right foot, lays it off, driven by Tapia. Not afraid to shoot, Dominican Republic. Only once so far have steered it on frame, however, forcing Madajo into a save. Brought down for a volley, and Madajo got there anyway, even though it was going wide. Vallecillo, another crack at it. Had a hat trick in the opening game. The Dominican Republic jumped on Dominica early. It's 2-0 inside of 10 minutes. Tacked out another one in the 11th just for good measure. It was 3-0 inside of a dozen minutes. It was 9-0 at halftime before going on to win by a 15-0 scoreline. Good step to read that one by Loafo. Here's Karyasamita. Rayani Karyasamita put it wide. Severa Galant. Tapia back for Adames. Vargas nudged in the back. Foul called against Priya Goodhart. Forward to have a strike at goal here for Stella Tapia, but you never know. Try to put the laces through it and hope for the best. Tapia goes for the cross. Did not take enough off of it. Into the arms of Madajo. They try to get out on the counter with the quick punt by Madajo. Brito looking long again for Vargas. Instead, Vallecillo heads it on to Vargas, takes it in, and it's swept away by Nagaya Tessie. Maris Diaz. Comes out to Vallecillo. Jalen Vallecillo throws it through for Vargas, and it's won again by Goodart. But a late whistle for a foul call sets up the free kick. Looked like Goodart won it clean. Referee Smiley St. Jean saw it differently. Second look, the referee got it absolutely right. The naked eye, from our vantage point, seemed like she might have come through and got the ball, but the only reason she got the ball is because she came through both of the back legs. Angelina Vargas stands over the free kick. Great shooting distance here. Latifa Medaijo will have to be alert. Vargas scored 6 times in the opener. Now from the free kick, put it right into the wall. Cut inside by Jackson. Vallecillo pivots. Finds Tapia. Tried to switch it out wide for Brito. Tries to run onto this one now for Gallant. Had it back inside, lost it for a moment, trying to win it back. And it's taken the other way by the Dominican Republic. Yannick Van Zikem still with it. Van Zikem, centering ball for Williams, was cut out. Very open game so far, end to end. Dominican Republic's turn to look long. Vargas, in a sea of red jerseys, lost it. Tapia brings it back for Dominican Republic. A quarter of an hour in here at Estadio Olímpico Felix Sanchez in Santo Domingo, where the host nation, Dominican Republic, need to win by 2 goals or more in order to go into the final day of group play on Wednesday with the advantage over Guyana, who took care of business earlier today, 10-0 over Dominica. Joe Malfa here with you for the action this evening. Suriname needs to win to stay alive mathematically. Winner of each of the groups here in qualifying will advance to join the United States and Mexico, part of the 8-team tournament from May 24th to June 3rd. 2 groups of 4, top 2 teams in each group go to the semifinal, and there will be 3 spots available for the 2024 Under-20 World Cup. Dominican Republic hopes to crash that party. Pushed ahead to Williams. Inside Koyasamita. Move by Jackson as Vargas in the middle, out for another corner. Second time now from that corner. The ball has been played directly out by Isabella Ventura. Dejected look as she gets back into the fold. Brito. Vargas shoved in the back, play on, says the referee. Cross was deflected, and Goodhart clears it out. Pushed all the way back to Paloma Pena. Hasn't had anything to do just quite yet. Each of the half-hearted attacks from Suriname were stymied by the members of that Dominican Republic back line. That ball almost spun back into play. Into Jacinta. Sends one in to Pena. First save of the game she's had to make. Positive signs from Suriname here. After losing the opener 6-0 against Guyana. And Dominican Republic's 15-0 showing over Dominica. see this scoreless through 21 minutes, and Suriname more than holding their own. Come as a surprise to some. And that's the reason you play the game, is just because Team A beat Team B and Team B beat Team C doesn't mean Team A will do the same against Team C. Sundley, heavy touch, centrally by Gallant, lost it to Tapia, splits the defenders, out to Jackson, saved by Madaijo. Brilliant ball through from Stella Tapia. To Ventura. Vargas not on the same page as Brito. And not on the same page might be the best phrase to describe this first half for most of the Dominican Republic players. The head toward Vargas, won't get there. Get the sense that when that breakthrough comes for Dominican Republic, it might lead to a couple. But until they have the confidence and see one go through, it'd be tough to get that first one. The longer this goes, the more hope that gives to Guyana. Will lead the group right now with 6 points. If Dominican Republic don't win by 2 or more, then all Guyana would need on Wednesday is a tie in order to win the group and go through to the Under-20 championship starting on May 24th. Sent long from the free kick. Pena watches it sail over the goal. Good art. Put a charge into it. Wind is blowing out that way. You can see the corner flags whipping 12 miles an hour, the winds at this time. Wonder if that ball was caught up at all by Mother Nature. Ahead to Vargas, flag stayed down. Angelina Vargas has options, cuts it across, off the bar, down, stays out. Chance to whip one in, it goes wide. Closest Dominican Republic have come here in the early stages. Vargas squared it back. Iacio off the bar, straight down and out. Now a player down for Suriname. It's Nagaya Tessie. Kept in by Jackson. Lost it. Burrito heads it back where it came from. Burrito still with it. Couldn't beat her mark the third time. And all the way back to Peña. Sent out of play. And a late call for a foul against Suriname as Mercedes was taken down. They'll get Janique Van Seekum for tripping one out to Mercedes after that ball had gone out of play. By Dominican Republic. Fed ahead to Vargas. Look at the white jerseys flooding the box now as Vargas pulls it back to the end line. Gets it in front. Again, it's cleared away by Suriname. Holding strong defensively. Fans of the host nation making their voices and vuvuzelas heard here. Half an hour in, still scoreless from Estadio Olímpico Felix Sanchez in Santo Domingo. Joe Malfa with you for the action. Defender Burrito. We go no further. The late offside flag came up. Ventura seeking out Vargas over the top. He has to slow down and wait for it. Vargas battling and commits the foul. Tapia gets it through. Vallecillo taken down from behind, ahead to Jackson. End line, goal is open, she put it wide. Open goal, she'll have nightmares about that one for a week. What is it going to take for Dominican Republic to find the breakthrough? Maybe this is it off the goal kick. A miss hit by Vargas. Starting to look less and less straightforward for Dominican Republic. Have to just win by 2 goals or more in order to ensure that against Guyana 2 days from now, when the pot 1 team in this group, Dominican Republic, meets the pot 2 team, Guyana, meaning the 2 highest ranked teams with the group on the line. A win by 2 goals or more would have meant that Dominican Republic needed just a draw against Guyana. If they don't get that, it'll be the other way around, where Guyana would have the safety net of the draw, and Dominican Republic would have to win in order to get through. From the corner. Out for a goal kick. Adames. Suriname been really strong in the air defensively. Dominican Republic trying these balls over the top through to Vargas, and they're struggling mightily. Ahead again to Jackson. Jasmine Jackson squares it back. It falls all the way through. There's a moment where Jimenez Diaz seemed to have an open look. Wide to Brito. Moves it along to Jackson. Missed that chance a moment ago. In front of the open goal. Trying to rebound and create another opportunity here. Jackson wins a corner. the corner. It falls. Jackson. Looks like it took a deflection. It trickles out for yet another corner. To the penalty spot, the header is blocked, and the ricochet is sent over the bar. Ivaiocio, under 10 minutes to go before halftime. Suriname continues to hold strong defensively. Cleared away by Suriname as the sun continues its descent here beyond the stadium in Santo Domingo. Temperatures cooling. Start at a sweltering 86 degrees. Every time Suriname has had the ball in the attacking half, they have had a numbers disadvantage. Look at two players trying to play through 6 white jerseys. The fact that they have had time in the attacking half, when we've seen so many games in this qualifying phase, look the exact opposite, where it's one team with the ball the whole time. An impressive first half for Suriname. Could come undone here. Vargas, header, saved by Medeijo. Played through to Vargas. On the right foot, Vargas, saved by Medeijo, and gets it before it spins off her knee. Almost did. Here's Vargas at the end line, out for another corner. No, it was last off of Vargas, goal kick. Contact there in front of the benches. Late whistle. A late give of the free kick for Dominican Republic. Tapia stands over it. 3 minutes to go here in the first half before stoppage time, and Tapia's ball doesn't get past the first line of defense. Now a free kick coming from a better spot for Dominican Republic. Foul called against Under-20. Vargas leaves it for Renata Mercedes. Mercedes looks poised to strike this one in the 43rd minute. Renata Mercedes, saved by Medallo right to the keeper. Carried by Ventura. Tapia whistled for a handball, claiming it was her shoulder. To no avail. Very difficult to tie a cleat when you have those goalkeeper gloves on. Dali Sunvleet lending a helping hand for Latifa Medallo, who's provided the support from the back for Suriname in this first half, making a number of saves to keep it scoreless. Talking about Dominican Republic on the one side and what they need to do in order to set themselves up best for Wednesday's clash with Guyana, such that all they would need is a draw to advance through. It's not a hopeless cause for Suriname. If they win this game, they are still mathematically alive. Must win it, though, in order to stay alive. Goal kick on the way with 1 minute of stoppage time granted here at the end of the first half. Over the top to Vargas, trying to run onto it, shielded away. Lancillo goes down. Looks like she just spiked the grass with her toe. No contact there. It's Lancillo once again. Squares it all the way across for Jackson, taken down by Vargas. Saved again by Medallo, who continues to have a stellar first half. Show you the replay here. The Vargas strike. The whistle blows to bring the half to an end. And a bit of a surprise. It's scoreless between Dominican and Republic and Suriname. As these Surinamese players run off the field, energized, high-fiving each other. It's a different look on the faces of the Dominican Republic players. They need to win by 2 or more to put themselves in the best position come Wednesday. They'll have to rally in the second half. We're scoreless through 45. Dominican Republic had a couple of opportunities, two really good ones. Well, Latifa Medaijo made a few big saves. Pressure's on Dominican Republic here in this second half. The host nation needed to win by 2 goals or more against the Suriname side that lost 6-0 against Guyana on match day 1. If Dominican Republic got that 2-goal win, they'd have the advantage going into the final match day of needing just a draw against Guyana to win the group and qualify for the Under-20 championship at the end of May. Scoreless through 45. They'll have to get at least 2 now in this second half. Suriname did not show any signs of letting up near the end of that first half. Suriname left to right in the red. Dominican Republic right to left in the white. We're underway in half number 2. Vallecillo muscled off the ball by Van Zichem, but she is fouled. Tapia floats it in. It's skimmed along. The header is into the hands of Medaijo. Priya Goodart goes down holding her left foot. You wonder if it was stomped on by a player unintentionally leaping up for the header. It's an injury you'll often see in a situation like that. She gives the thumbs up and is fit to continue without the trainer having to come on. Head coach Hesron Giraud has been very animated in his tactical area for Suriname. Has his team fired up and performing very well here tonight. Vargas kept it in, wisely allowed to trickle out for a goal kick. Suriname made the group stage of this tournament in 2002 and 2006. Did not make it back until 2022. They made the round of 16. And after making the round of 16, they lost against the United States. Vallecillo turns the corner, feeds it in front, falls for Tapia, it's blocked. Sent out again and blocked again. With a corner on the way for Dominican Republic. Different qualifying format last year. Suriname came through an earlier round of qualifying and was put directly into the round of 16 against the United States. Lost 14-0. But did well to come through that qualifying initially. Still would be a long road for Suriname to qualify for the tournament proper this time around. They would have to win this game, and then they would have to make up a goal differential of 11 against Dominica in the next game, and hope that Guyana is able to help them out with a big loss against Dominican Republic. It's still a long road. A lot would have to go right. A near mini miracle for Suriname to come out of this group and into the tournament proper. But the purpose of this tournament and the purpose of FIFA moving to an annual model for youth World Cups is so that these players get more and more experience and have the ultimate goal in mind of improving the play from all nations and all federations, so you don't have the likes of the USA, Mexico, Canada just dominating time and time again. You can apply that same logic to any federation around the world. The nations that continue to dominate would maybe not do so as much. So even if they don't get through Suriname, even just a showing like this against Dominican Republic is a massive step in the right direction. Can they hold on for the rest of this one. Another corner sent in. Another corner cleared away momentarily. Not far enough. Mercedes had a chance on the volley, but skied it. Vallecillo. Taken down, cleanly won. No. It seemed for a moment as Smedley St. Jean, the referee, thought that O'Dally Sunvleet won it cleanly. The nudge came there, came away with the ball, took 2 touches, and then the whistle came. Tapia floats the free kick, backside of the 6, header down, now in! Blasted into the roof of the net by Renata Mercedes, and finally, Dominican Republic, the breakthrough they were looking for. But is it nullified by an offside flag? Mercedes looking over that way. They stopped the celebration for a moment, and the offside flag came up. Still scoreless after the call of offside. And as we saw in the replay, it was the correct call. But does seeing that one give Dominican Republic the confidence they need, the confidence they've lacked? Once you start going opportunity by opportunity without cashing in, your confidence dwindles. The net starts to look like it's maybe 3 feet by 3 feet wide instead of its normal size. Didn't count, but they saw it go in. See if that provides some wind in the sails. As it's sent long again to Jackson. Jasmine Jackson, flag stayed down, cuts in, works end line. Jackson in front, saved by Medaijo. Rebound is sitting there for Ventura. Pressure is really starting to mount. How much longer can Suriname hold on? Jackson! That one will count! Finally, Dominican Republic takes the lead. Redemption for Jackson. Remember, she missed the wide open net with the goalkeeper out of the goal in the first half. We saw her nearly in tears. This one, they won't take away from her. Or will they? Was there an offside in the build-up? The flag was up on the far side. Did the referee overrule it and say that that player was not involved in the play? For now, it still says 1-0. Medaijo is down injured back behind the play as we await some clarity on what the ruling is. Again, the flag came up, so the assistant referee spotted a different player perhaps being offside, but as they continue to celebrate Dominican Republic, it appears as if the center referee, Smedley St. Jean, overruled the offside decision, stating that the player was not involved in the course of the action. conferring. And they still not yet made a decision. As Dominican Republic celebrated, it seemed like the center referee overruled the assistant referee. And after further discussion, it looks like we're back to 0-0. Wow. And Saidi Ubri can't believe it. Two goals taken away for offside in a matter of moments. The first one clear. The second one, not as much. Dominican Republic will feel hard done by that decision. Negates a world-class strike by Jasmine Jackson. Saidi Ubri rightfully upset. So it is 0-0. That goal was negated. Dominican Republic still wondering what they have to do to get a goal to count. So Jackson missed a wide open net in the first half when the pressure was mounting. 2 goals in a matter of 2 minutes, both ruled out for offside. And both ruled for offside well into the celebration rather than ahead of time. So as we tick toward the hour mark, still scoreless. So Dominican Republic still needs 2 more if they are to supplant Guyana atop the group in the live table. Vargas pushing through, out for a corner. Here comes Ariana Diaz. Jimenez Diaz will exit. We could get into a very, very interesting scenario if Dominican Republic only wins this by a score of 1-0. More on that in a second. They have to get that first goal first from the corner. Goes all the way through. Secondary ball floated in. Foul goes against Dominican Republic. If the host nation wins this by a score of 1-0, then after 2 match days, it would be a dead tie between Guyana and Dominican Republic. They'd both be 2 wins, no losses, no draws, 6 points each, 16 goals scored, no goals allowed. Which means that if they would tie when they play on Wednesday, it would come all the way down to fair play points to decide who wins the group, who goes through to the Under-20 championship starting on May 24th. That is how tight things could get. Which is why it's so important for Dominican Republic to win and do so by a score of 2, or rather a margin of 2 goals or more. Even if it's a 1-goal win, as long as it's 2-1 and they score 2 goals, as it comes through here for Jackson again, even a 2-1 win would be okay. It's a 1-goal margin, but getting that second goal means they'd have the goal scored tiebreaker. You're starting to see the frustrations mount for Dominican Republic with the officiating after the goals they've seen negated. That's the hour mark now. Estadio Olímpico Felix Sanchez in Santo Domingo. Joe Malfa with you for the action here in Group C of the 2023 Concacaf Women's Under-20 Championship Qualifiers. After a 15-0 victory for Dominican Republic over Dominica in the first match and a 6-0 loss for Suriname against Guyana, we are scoreless past the hour mark. I don't know that many expected that to be the case. Perception coming in was not necessarily a question of who, but Dominican Republic and by how many. Seemed like they were done a favor by Guyana earlier in the day after Guyana won 10-0 against Dominica. They put Dominican Republic in a position where they didn't have to do all that much work in order to ensure they had the superior goal differential going into the final day. And here we are. And they have to score 2 in the next 30 minutes. Jackson, past one defender, working end line. Jasmine Jackson centers it to the backside, but past Ventura. Tapia heads it along. Knocked out for a corner. Corner sent up, slapped away, it trickles off the post. Oh, what has to happen for Dominican Republic? They've hit multiple posts, they've missed open nets, they've had 2 goals ruled out for offside. Another corner, open header, shout for handball, doesn't matter. There's the finish for Vallecillo. 63rd minute, 3rd time they've put the ball into the back of the net. First time they've done so without a late offside flag, and now they have a 1-0 lead. Right there, looked like a handball. Vallecillo, instead of shouting for it, just continued her run onto the loose ball and finished it. Scored a hat trick in the first game, has one here. And now Dominican Republic needs another in order to surpass Guyana in the live table. Injured player down for Suriname. So once play resumes, Dominican Republic will have about 25 minutes plus stoppage time. And they will need another goal. Tanya Simons is the one escorted off the field. Currently in the live table, a dead heat. Guyana 6 points, 16 goals scored, no goals allowed. Dominican Republic 6 points, 16 goals scored, no goals allowed. If this stands, then when these teams meet on Wednesday, the match would have to produce a winner in order for it to be cut and dry and won based on the level of play, the skill, the goals, all that. If this result holds and Guyana and Dominican Republic tie on Wednesday, it would come all the way down to fair play points to decide who goes to the Under-20 championship and who goes home.
Damas y caballeros, cambio en la selección de Surinam. Sale con el número 4,
Angeli Savaggio comes in. Well, the injured Tanya Simons. Mayasio, the goal scorer for Dominican Republic, hobbling a little bit. Free kick coming for Suriname. Reni Kayasamita stands over the free kick. In-swinger with the left foot. Serves it up to the penalty spot. Falls for a moment for Galan. And Galan is committed, or rather called for committing the foul.
Damas y caballeros, se informa que la asistencia oficial del día de hoy es de 375 personas. 375 personas.
Down the left wing, opportunity for Vargas. Cuts it over the top. Settled down by Ariana Diaz. Challenged from behind. And a free kick coming for Dominican Republic. Still needing one more goal here, Dominican Republic, to surpass Guyana in the table. Floated, center of the box, falls. Madaijo got a piece of it, blocked out the other way by Sanvleet. To the end line for Diaz. Faith Espirito Santo sends the cross in, but it's cleared. Back over the top, the flag comes up on Vargas. Madaijo goes back down. She was nursing an injury after what Dominican Republic thought was their first goal the second time when they scored with an offside. Was down for a few minutes. Back down again this time. Looked like she got her hand stepped on by Vargas on the way through. That'll be all for Faith Espirito Santo. Jana Vasquez checks in. Jackson. Here's Vasquez, first touches of the match, just subbed on. Right out to Mercedes. Priya Goodhart waiting to be sent back out onto the field, bottom of your picture. She was also injured when goalkeeper Latifa Madaijo was down. So we're back to 11 on 11. Here's Vargas, muscled off the ball in a battle with Sanvleet. Pardon me, that's Tessie. Great move by Vargas. Pass two more off the crossbar. Beat three defenders from a tough angle. Looked like it might have been touched onto the bar by Madaijo, coming in again with this shot. It's blocked. Ricochets through for Jackson. Still pinballing around and cleared. Dip of the shoulder from Tapia, gets it over to Vallecillo, the goal scorer here tonight. Has 4 in the tournament after a hat trick 2 days ago. Over the top. And cleared again for a moment by Suriname, back into the mixer. Shouts a penalty for Dominican Republic, go unanswered. Vallecillo through to Jackson. That is out for a goal kick. Just 15 minutes plus stoppage time remaining now Estadio Olímpico Felix Sanchez in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. I'm Joe Malfa with you for the action this evening. Dominican Republic scored in the second half to go up 1-0. But they need to score again in order to go to the top of the table here in Group C. Some extracurriculars here. It's going to produce a yellow card. Dominican Williams receives it for a shove after the play.
Damas y caballeros, tarjeta amarilla para la chica de Suriname, con el número 12, Dominican.
Getting away with a tug of the jersey there was Adriana Adames. Slipped through to Vargas. Can she get there? Vargas saved by Medaggio. Still loose for Vargas. Clear to the middle. It's Jackson who missed the touch. And then Jackson crashes into Medaggio. Damaris Williams, after picking up that yellow, is subbed off. Tanisha Weavers checks in.
Damas y caballeros, cambio en Suriname. Sale con el número 12, Dominican Williams. Entra el número 20, Tanisha Weavers.
Medaggio helped to her feet. Hope it's a case of just having the wind knocked out of you. She was crashed into by Jackson. More changes for Dominican Republic. Vallecillo exits. Maria Torreira enters. So Alexa Castro in for Jasmine Jackson. Time running thin for Dominican Republic to get their second goal. Needing to score one more to move past Guyana to the top of the table. The win is good enough. The win sets up on Wednesday a situation where Guyana and Dominican Republic would both be on 6 points. Whichever side wins goes through to the tournament proper at the end of May. But you want to have that advantage in your back pocket of knowing that a draw gets you through. Right now, a draw would mean it comes down to fair play points. Don't necessarily want to leave that to chance, as cards would come into play. But if Dominican Republic gets one more goal and holds on to win, whether that's by a 2-0 scoreline or even a 2-1 scoreline, it would mean that they have the tiebreaker then and could afford just to tie Guyana on Wednesday and still make it through. That's what's still so important here. It's why Dominican Republic still has such a sense of urgency in the attack. It might not mean all that much if Dominican Republic takes care of Guyana or vice versa. But you want to have that tie option just in case. You never know. Put the pressure on your opponent to have to beat you between the lines. Just 10 minutes to play now. side against Suriname. Flipped long toward Diaz, into the hands now of Medajo, who has been one of the bright stars of this game for either side. So many saves for Suriname to keep it as close as it is still. On the turn, it's Castro. Long for a shot that finds the corner. Dominican Republic to the top of the live table. Isabella Ventura, and his perfect strike. A sense of relief for this team. Nobody stepped to her. First touch almost took her wide. Still wrapped the hip around it and found that corner. A massive goal, potentially, for Dominican Republic. Took until the late stages, but they've accomplished what they needed to, so long as they hold on to win now. Live table, they have just surpassed Guyana, both with 6 points after 2 victories. Dominican Republic, 17 goals scored. Guyana, 16 goals scored. And neither Guyana nor Dominican Republic have conceded. (15-0) victory last game for Dominican Republic, and he needed every single one of those goals in hindsight. Into Castro, gathered by Medajo. From the free kick, Medajo gathers. kick denied by Suriname. It's all business now for Dominican Republic. They just have to see this through to the final whistle. And they'll be in a position where all they need is a draw on match day 3 against Guyana in order to punch a ticket to the Concacaf Under-20 Women's Championship that begins on May 24th. It'll be hosted by Dominican Republic. Castro, gathered by Medajo. Tapia floats up the free kick. It falls in front, just pushed wide by Ventura. Nearly had a second. The 90th minute has finally arrived for Dominican Republic. They've fought so hard in this one. Suriname gave everything they had to deny Dominican Republic for the better part of an hour. Finally, the first breakthrough came as Jalen Vallecillo followed the ball in the box off a deflection. It fell to her. She tapped it home. And then a strike from distance by Isabella Ventura got them the second goal, the one they needed in order to leapfrog Guyana. Five minutes added to the end of this one. The only thing stopping Dominican Republic now from having the tiebreaker at the end of the night over Guyana would be 2 goals from Suriname. A 2-1 win would bring Dominican Republic and Guyana level again on goal differential. But the next tiebreaker after that would be goals scored, which Dominican Republic would have 17, Guyana 16. Back to Tapia, out for a goal kick. Still more action to come tonight. St. Lucia takes on Costa Rica at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And then tomorrow, the day begins once again at 3 p.m. Eastern time with El Salvador against St. Vincent and the Grenadines, as well as Panama against St. Martin. And in the 6 o'clock Eastern time hour, 3 matches. Bahamas against Curacao, Bermuda against Anguilla, Martinique against Cuba, before the night ends with Jamaica taking on Honduras at the 9 p.m. Eastern hour. Full slate of games tomorrow here in Under-20 championship qualifying. Ranging ahead, Torreira, halfway through stoppage time. Crossed in toward Castro, flicked on and saved. Free kick served up through the hands of Madaijo and tapped in by Renata Mercedes. A glance over to see if the offside flag would come up. It didn't. The exclamation point for Dominican Republic, who see themselves go to the top of Group C at the end of the night. Through the hands of Madaijo. Might have gotten away with a handball there, Mercedes. It's that gray area where you look at the diagram they give the referees for what constitutes a handball, which part of the shoulder, which part of the arm and the hand. It's right around that shoulder area, the upper arm. But when you move your arm to the ball in that way, makes it a really gray area because you had the intent. Either way, doesn't mean anything in terms of the context of this match or the context of the group. 2-0 is the same as 3-0 for Dominican Republic. That just one more reason to celebrate is all. There's the final whistle. It took a while, but eventually Dominican Republic broke through. They win it 3-0 over Suriname. They end the night at the top of Group C, and when they meet Guyana on Wednesday in the group finale, all they will need is a draw, but that will be quite the showdown as they lock horns 2 days from now. Goal scoring started by Asil, then Ventura and Mercedes got in on the fun. All adds up to a 3-0 victory for Dominican Republic over Suriname. A look at the highlights from this one between Dominican Republic and Suriname here in Group C of the 2023 Concacaf Women's Under-20 Championship Qualifiers. There were opportunities in the first half for Dominican Republic. Just felt like they were coming one after the other, each one better than the last. But they were unable to finish any of them off. This one off the crossbar stayed out somehow. Mayacillo then threaded it through. Found Jackson, end line, got past the keeper, open net, put it wide. Just seemed at that point like it might not be Dominican Republic's night, and that theme would continue. As the half would grow older, more opportunities, more saves by Medallo. And in the second half, as day became night and the sun descended beyond the stadium here in Santo Domingo, the lights still did not go on offensively for Dominican Republic. They thought they had it there. Mercedes would end up with a goal tonight. Didn't come here, however. Offside flag came up. It was noticed well after the celebration. You can see just a deflation in the overall attitude from Dominican Republic. And then you'd see it again here. Jackson, what a finish this was. Somewhere, some way, somehow, the flag came up on Dominican Republic there without any real explanation. It must have been way before the play, and the center referee must have never realized the flag was up from the assistant referee because there was nobody near the keeper in any offside position. You can see the reaction from Besada Ubri, the head coach. So again, denied by the offside flag, but now it would finally count. Mayacillo, the initial header. She followed it on the ricochet and tapped it home through the contact. Made it 1-0. It's good enough to give them the lead and eventually serve as the winning goal, but not enough to get them past Guyana until this goal was scored by Isabella Ventura. This is the one they'll remember if they end up tying Guyana on Wednesday. This goal provided them that safety net to be able to tie on Wednesday and still win the group. Gave them 17 goals in the tournament in this qualifying phase. No goals allowed, a plus 17 goal differential at the moment this was scored, besting Guyana by 1. And then just for good measure at the end, remember when Renata Mercedes was denied the first goal because of the offside flag? Well, this one goes her way. Maybe a little bit of a handball there as she lunged the arm toward it. Ended up counting, and they go top of the group here in Group C. And with that, we take a look at the standings here in Group C. Suriname, Dominica are eliminated. Dominican Republic, Guyana, the Pot 1 and Pot 2 teams in the draw respectively, performed as they were expected to. Dominican Republic, the tiebreaker in goal differential. So come Wednesday when they meet, Dominican Republic needs only a tie. Guyana must win in order to qualify for the 2023 Concacaf Women's Under-20 Championship, which begins on May 24th. That'll do it for us today from Santo Domingo, where Dominican Republic finished things with a 3-0 victory over Suriname. For the crew that makes this possible, I'm Joe Malpa saying good night from Estadio Olímpico Felix Sanchez. Continue watching throughout the week here in the 2023 Concacaf Women's Under-20 Championship Qualifiers. Good night, everybody.